so beautiful out here. Nature in all its glory. But when I get here, this destroys the beauty of this place. This was generally a really decent fishing spot. Speechless. Look, folks, this is the reason why our fishing spots are becoming less and less. You got a public place that they allow us to fish in. Treat it right. Don't sit there and throw this garbage, your trash, your cups, all this stuff on the ground and don't pick it up. Number one, it's littering. 9 times out of 10, it's against the law in the state that you're in. Number two, it destroys the fishing spot. Not just for the fishermen, but for the animals, the lake. When it rains, this water's gonna rise up, carry it back out. I'm just appalled right now. Look, be good to the community, be good to your fishing spot, and the fishing spot's gonna be good to you. I mean, come on. I am seriously at a loss for words right now. Come on, people. I mean, I've seen it in pole benders videos. You guys don't treat her spots right, you know, and this is why a lot of us don't divulge a lot of our spots, you know, things like that. You can't go around, you know, showing that you basically have no upbringing. Pick up after yourselves. Do something right for a change. Do something right for everyone around you. You ain't gotta be selfish all your life. Let me see if I can get some fishing for you guys. Alright, folks. So, while I'm here, since I'm obviously not going to be cleaning up all of this no time soon, I wanted to say, no matter how bad of a fisherman you are or that you think you are, if you get yourselves some gulp minnows, especially the 1-inch gulp minnows, and no, people, I am not getting paid for this. I am not getting paid to advertise for Berkley gulp minnows, but anyways, if you just get you some Berkley gulp minnows, and obviously get the ones that look like your local minnows, get you a jig head to match the size of it. I promise you, you will definitely be able to catch you some bait. Here I'm catching some bluegills to use as bait to go along with my homemade stink bait that you guys seen me create and use so many times. There it is. Just like that. Oh. Now the only downside to using them is they're a very soft plastic bait, so you tend to lose them just as quick as you can put them on. Now unfortunately, getting these soft packs of gulp minnows, or hell, even the jars of them, you'll end up with some with bent tails. Now you can't help it, but you want the presentation to look as natural as possible in the water. When they have those bent tails, there's really no way to make them look natural. But at the same time, when you're dealing with bluegills, a lot of times they don't care, especially if you're in a good school of them. They don't care. And I just fish it slow. And there he is. Oh, there's a good one. And for those of you that like to eat bluegills, yes, a lot of times fishing with these, you'll get typical eater size. Look at the colors on them. Oh, and I don't know if you guys can see that, his gill is shaped like a heart. It's split, so it's shaped like a heart instead of your regular round. All right, I hear all of you at NTV land telling me, oh, he's got a heart, let him go. You know, I was already thinking it, so we're going to go ahead and let this guy go. There's another one. Uh-oh. All right, we're not tree fishing today, not yet. Not if I can help it. All right, throw it in a different spot. Try to get a bigger one, hopefully. Now your bigger bluegills will generally be closer up, lost them, closer to the bottom and away from the smaller ones. messed that up. Let's try that again. Just as to make your bait look natural, not crazy and straight out of the insane asylum. Insane to the membrane. Alright, let's try over here. Nope. Got away. He got away with my tail. Let's see if I can catch one anyways. These are bluegills. Bluegills need less convincing. Oh, and there he is on a tailless Berkley minnow. Another one with pretty colors. Who's been caught before. So let me tell you folks, if you guys don't have much experience with these, oh yes, by the way, I have 2 new catfishing babies, Penn rods and reels. Penn Prevail rods, which are heavy action surf rods, and the Penn 309 level lines. But anyways, as I was saying, if you don't have experience casting these, get yourselves some of the casting thumb protectors, because if you don't have a callus built up or the thumb protectors, you will burn the crap out of your thumb when you're trying to cast a good distance, and you have to lightly touch it to slow it down. And as that is burning out, now some will tell you to counter that, put some water on your reel before you cast. Doesn't always help, just so you know. Alright folks, so yes, I'm back at it with the bluegills. Why, you might ask? Do I need more bait, you might ask? No, I don't. While you're waiting for your catfish bite, have fun. Dude, yeah, we take catfishing serious, but at the same time, have fun while you're out. Bass fish, catch bluegills, catch crappie. Main thing is you're supposed to be out, having fun. Here I'm using a tube lure. Nice size bluegill there. Tube lure to catch these bluegills. Now, you see, minus the sore, I've got really large hands, so these are really good sized bluegills that you can always have to take home to eat. But I have enough bait, so there he goes. And I promise you, I'm not trying to make a bluegill video. Or am I? And so, dude, okay. So, I'm sitting there, and I'm listening to the playback for earlier's recordings for catching the bait. And I'm like, oh my God, do I seriously sound like Eeyore? So okay, so I'm not going to apologize for my Bueller, for those of you that's old enough to know or remember. Well, they pulled that sucker right off. Yeah, my two favorite baits for catching bluegills are always going to be the Berkeley Gulp minnows or these mini tube lures with jig heads. There we go. I mean, if you like fishing, it's always a good time. Looks like I'm getting a bite on my dip bait. I think the bluegills are getting wise to me. There's some splashing going on. Yep, they've gotten wise to me. Oh, maybe not. Always good fun, especially when you're waiting for that catfish bite. Alright, when they stop biting in one spot, move to another. Trash. Oh, on the drop. Oh, and he let it go. Oh, had him. Now there's a nicely patterned one. Okay, so I've moved locations for very good reasons, and let me just say this: people, take care of your spots. Just take care of your fishing spots. because if you treat Mother Nature right, Mother Nature will treat you right. Simple as that. It's about respect. Respecting your fishing area, respecting the fish, just respect in general. And when you have a place like that where there's trash everywhere, the only thing I can say is fish for sport, don't fish for food. I would not trust a spot like that. But okay, so here we have overgrown vegetation that comes right off the bank into some, I'm not going to say deep water because it's shallow, but generally this spot here does well for me during the spring, actually pre-spawn and post-spawn. And reason why is because here you've got overgrowth that hangs right into the water, trees, bushes, tall grass, and there's a drop off adjacent to it. A lot of your catfish, channel cats in specific, will come up right into the bushes, feeding on crickets, frogs, any insects that they can get a hold of. Yes, it is a hazard for you getting caught up in all of that, but if you're not losing gear, you're not catfishing. Now, depending on how deep it is, you possibly want to set it a little shallow. I like to use dip bait or fiber dip bait, obviously my homemade stuff, and I'll get it right up in there and let the scent trail down to them. And because of the fact that they're feeding in the grass, frogs, crickets, grasshoppers, whatever, they're coming up to feed in the grass. So don't be afraid to fish it, but understand that it is a snag hazard. Now, being that the water level is at least 8 feet lower than what it's normally at, I'm not sure how well this is going to pan out for me, but it's always an option. All right, no bite, so I'm going to set it a little bit deeper. No need for me to rebait, seeing as I still have bait. Now I'm going to cast it to the same spot because the area is already saturated with scent. So if there are catfish in the area, they will be on the prowl looking. But look at there. They will be on the prowl looking for the cause of that scent. So generally, if you're using dip bait, either cast to the same spot or cast to the same area, so that way the catfish can find your hook and bait a lot faster. All right, everyone, I didn't worry or bother with an intro. When I got here to this spot, I was just utterly appalled at the condition that everybody who's fished here has left it. So here I will give all the information needed in this outro. I will say, unfortunately, I wasn't able to catch much here, and I wasn't looking forward to really catching anything. I was just here to pass the time. But I want to say that, guys, girls, take care of your fishing spots. I mean, don't just throw your stuff on the ground and leave it. Don't care about it. Have some respect for your surroundings. Seriously. I mean, I can't stress it enough. It's going to get to the point to where we're going to have fewer and fewer places to fish because of this. You know, this is a public fishing area, heavy traffic. Okay, cool. Everybody gets to come out and have fun. But I mean, seriously, when you go to a fishing spot, are you going to want to step over trash and trip over a fishing line that was thrown on the ground and get tangled up in your feet? Dude, come on, it's dangerous. Not only is it dangerous, it's disgusting. So, as you see behind me, the beauty of the lake itself, but the beauty is marred by trash. Just trash. Come on, people. Let's do it the right way. So that way nobody has to struggle to find some place to fish. It's only right. Thanks for watching. Like and subscribe. And I'll see you guys soon.